God damn it. Fucking Luis. Fuck.
Technical difficulties.
No, we're not
It's
gonna.
what
We're
I
not,
like.
we're not starting the podcast off like that.
Hey.
Exposure to the real. Now she hate lames. You know, I've recently discovered.
One.
No, we're
Welcome
we're
one.
starting
Welcome
back.
all to the Sunny Days
You
podcast.
can. I will not be censored. We won't stop. We are starting how I started. In editing, we start when I start talking. Continue. Introduce the fucking show.
Welcome one. Welcome all to the Sunny Days podcast.
Dude, we should have a soundboard. I know this is just like me, but that'd be sick. You know when we say something dope or when we're both like, that's the knowledge. We do press a button on the soundboard and it like claps.
Our great leader has fallen.
Who?
Sir Donald Trump.
We are not. No, we are not starting with that shit.
It's just a good razz.
Then that's so late too. It's like not even relevant
We've been
now.
gone for 4 months.
Yeah, but we can talk about that later. You don't bring that up now.
Maradona died.
That was also.
Who else died during this?
A lot of people just.
Fucking Trebek.
A lot of people have died. Why are we starting off?
To the fallen.
Why are we starting morbid?
I'm depressed.
All right, start over. Fucking Greg.
What? Let's go. Okay, ready? What did you say?
Exposure to the real. Now she hate lames.
Yeah.
Actually, but I don't like starting like that. I like it when we just talk, when we're like talking, and then like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So like,
okay,
it's just normally talking. Then
I like what's going on so far.
This?
Yeah.
No, because this just seems like we're just.
I
like,
live in chaos.
No, you don't. You're like the less.
Excuse me.
You're like the one person I know that hates being in chaos.
Fair enough. Anyways, welcome to the Sunny Days podcast for the third time. My name is Gregory. This is Chris.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
This is the first time we have been in front of a camera in quite a bit.
Yeah, it's been a while. A lot's happened. A lot has happened. Personally,
Chris graduated.
Fucking hell. And got COVID because of it. So that's fucking great.
Chris had
kids.
COVID. Chris, tell me why you think you didn't have COVID.
What do you mean? I knew I had COVID.
Last time I heard your brother was an anti-masker. Your own kin.
Yeah, my brother's funny though. He's just like, what is he, Gen X?
I can't breathe.
He's just Gen X? Is he Gen X?
No.
Is he?
Gen Z.
He's a fucking Zer, bro.
Gen X is like World War II, I think, or some shit like that.
Gen Z is he's a Zer, bro. He's a Z,
bro.
He's just a TikToker, bro.
Follow his brother on Instagram right here. He posts really funny TikToks.
And he tweets and he's like, this story is just funny, apparently. I don't know, because I don't have Instagram, so I don't see what he says.
Bro,
but
it's fucking hilarious.
Give us some knowledge of what he posts. Have you ever woken up and wanted to do a workout? Dennis.
Man,
fucking love you, bro.
Dennis. We should have him on the pod.
Yeah, we should.
We should call him in one day.
That'd be funny. But how would we do that?
FaceTime.
No, because then they won't really hear the audio. You know what I mean?
If you screen record, right?
No. There's a way where you can connect your phone to something and it'll pick up.
Chris, we don't have that type of technology. We don't have that budget.
Dude, it's like a cable. It costs like $5.
We already hit our limit on the credit card.
That's why we smudged the budget. So when it comes to taxes,
Chris bought into GameStop.
I didn't. I should have, but I didn't. We'll expound on that. Why are you going through all our topics right now?
No, I never wanted to talk about that. It just came to my head.
Let's just start introduction. This is where we've been, and then
where have I been?
Why are you running through our topics in 5 minutes? Not even 5 minutes. It's been 3 minutes, and you're going through all our topics.
Yeah, we've talked about 18 different things.
Yeah, relax. Let's just take
hyped.
Let's just take it step by step.
Hyped.
Jesus,
dude, we don't talk anymore.
So where are we? That's a fucking lie. I talk to you more. We talk all the time
about nothing. When have I talked about how you felt?
You talked to me about how you felt like 2 days ago. And actually, yesterday, and then the day before that, and then the day before that, and then the day before that, and then a drunk rant on Saturday. Was it Friday or Saturday? Calling me, you ain't shit, Chris. And I'm like, all right, relax. I'm like, all right.
Okay,
I know
should we start with that then?
Let's just start with how we've been. Okay, and then the second topic will be Greg's fun weekend adventure that he fucking had.
Okay.
So how have you been, Greg? Since 4 months ago,
so
how have you
October?
been?
Well,
October,
I didn't really do much for Halloween.
Yeah. That's a lie. We made a sick ass video.
That's true. I didn't do much for Halloween. Thanksgiving, I worked.
I don't care about that. I want to know how you're doing personal life.
Christmas was fun. New Year's? What did I do for New Year's? Oh, my sister's married or something like that.
I didn't know that.
Or engaged.
Oh, I knew that.
I've been good though, but you know,
any interesting people came into your life in the past 4 months?
Yes, but
exposure to the real. Now she hate lames.
But
all right.
you know, one thing I did miss, Chris, is this.
Yeah, I missed it too. Oh, you didn't, or you did?
I did.
Yeah, I missed it too.
I miss being creative. I miss laughing and giggling and having
But we did
fun.
a lot of that.
Luis is in the back of the camera. What's up, Luis? Love you, man.
We broke his mic, so he can't really talk right now.
Yeah, he has mono.
No, he just broke his mic.
Hey, Chris, remember I said I was doing a bit just to go along?
Oh, yeah, my bad. Oopsies. Oops.
Anyways, cut that out. No, I'm kidding. Keep it in, Luis. Luis has mono, right?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Mono. That's what he has.
That's pretty much
probably
it.
worse than mono.
I don't even know what mono is.
It's a kissing disease.
So what?
Kissing disease.
Kissing? That's weird. But yeah, I've been fine.
So you better watch out. I know you've been doing. You've been doing a lot of that lately.
Nah. I'm a good Christian boy.
Right.
But yeah,
you didn't give me any like juicy information on what's been going on in your life the past 4 months.
I've been depressed. I don't want to work.
Talk about that shit, bro.
I don't want to work.
Talk about that shit.
I hate my job.
Talk about that shit.
Okay. I hate my job.
Why?
No.
Where do you work?
Bleep this out. I'm not saying that.
Why do you hate your job? What's so bad about it that makes you not want to kill yourself?
And I can't live. I'm stuck in this fucking vortex of sadness and wanting to do what I really want to do. Yet I'm stuck in my room, fucking on a laptop, 40 hours a week.
What's stopping you from reaching your goals, brother? Yourself?
Money, honey. No, I don't think it's myself.
Why do you think you need money?
That's very deep, my friend. Now we're getting into the nitty gritty.
See, if we had a soundboard, we can do the clapping, like the round of applause for that knowledge shit.
Why do I need money? It's not that I don't need it. Well, it's not that I don't want it, but it's that I need it. So why do I need it? To survive.
No,
Survival. You think you can live in this world without cash? How? Explain.
I mean, I currently don't pay any rent. Okay. I don't need a car. I just need why would I need a car? Greg, you just pick me up.
Okay, so basically you want me to live off my parents.
I'm not saying that, but until you it's like, I think we have a very blessed opportunity where we could literally just kind of drop everything and be okay. Because you could go move back in and live with your parents fine. I could stay and live with my mom's for a while, and where I don't really, and then we could just work on this, whatever this may be, whether it be your own mental health, whether it be reaching your goals, whatever it may be.
No, I'm stopping you right here. No, wait.
That's what most people do.
I know, but hold on. This is what I proposed. You're just regurgitating what I told you, but you're like, nah, bro, we have to be responsible.
Since when?
Bro, I'll put the receipts up on the screen.
Okay, well, when are you talking about? When?
When we're texting, right? And you recently did something with your life as well. Got employed.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. Dude.
Okay, so, right?
My views do not represent the views of the company I work for. I was told I have to say that if I say some shit. So
we're not going to talk about your job.
In the document I signed, it says I have to say
we're not going to talk about
my views do not represent the views of the company I work for. Therefore, I cannot be fired and they cannot be sued for anything or be canceled. Okay, continue.
We're not going to talk about your job.
Okay, that's fine. I couldn't anyways.
When you were getting the job, right?
Yeah, I know. Bro.
And we're talking about starting back the podcast up.
Yeah.
I said verbatim, I think with us continuing to have jobs, it's going to give us less time to actually make something of this.
Yeah, but in a relationship, you need someone to do that and then someone to do the responsibilities. You know what I mean?
I get that.
So I'm not saying I don't agree with you. I'm just saying I agree with you, but
it seemed like you're doing a 360. We're yeah, I know what you're talking about because I literally said that to you.
I understand.
On the pod.
I agree with you, but it's just in theory, it sounds good. You know what I mean? Like dropping everything and then just working on this. But it's like realistically, like you still want to have like, you know what I mean?
That's what I was saying.
No,
right now.
I know. I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying, like, it's just like in theory, it sounds good, but you really just can't.
Yeah.
I mean, you can, but you really can't.
But that's why I'm saying I need money.
Yeah. No, I understand. I'm just saying, like,
I need to be a man and grow up. But that's why I'm depressed, because I don't believe in that shit, you know? And you don't either. It's stupid that these, you know, societal.
Do you have anyone you can talk to about that?
Do I have
besides me?
Yeah.
Do you think it's like bad to talk to me because we kind of share the same mindset? So like 90% of the time I'll just like agree with you because I think the same way. So do you think like sometimes you think it's bad because I won't give you a different
I mean, it's
outlook
good and bad.
On shit?
It's good and bad. I think it's good to have someone by your side and agree with you, because then you know that your opinions are validated.
But then I'm gonna call you out too if you're wrong. Like just vice versa, how you do the same thing to me.
But then like, yeah, there's people in my life too that if I talk about this, they'll kind of keep me in check.
Who?
A friend and family.
Who?
My dad.
I was thinking your father. Shout out Patrick.
Yeah. And then like, you know, mostly my dad, I would say.
And
you know,
you do have a pretty dope dad, or at least in like the context of like advice and like.
No, my dad's cool. Yeah, raised me right. You know.
Definitely don't have issues from that.
But yeah, man, it's all fucked up. But you know, Biden's president, so everything's gonna get better.
Okay. That's 4 months ago.
No, that was last month. Literally like 2 weeks ago. That's true. But you know, the Capitol happened. That's old news. There's a lot of stuff we have to talk about.
So what's happened with me these past 4 fucking months? I got older, wiser.
Happy birthday, by the way, Chris.
I got older, wiser, smarter, dumber, sicker.
Like sick with it?
No.
Oh.
Like sick.
Yeah, COVID. How
I had COVID, folks. Well, actually, let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
November 13th. A day that shall live in fucking infamy.
Your birthday.
I turned 23. And mind you, I've had this mindset of my birthday's always been like I don't like my birthday because it's 1 year closer to me getting older and 1 year closer to me dying. And I've told you where I've always had this mindset that I don't see myself getting like super old. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I don't really like my birthday. So I kind of try to avoid it. But when you're surrounded by people that care and love you, they like kind of force you not to, you know what I mean? Not to like live it, not to like see it that way.
Right.
But like, if I had a choice to not celebrate, like
you wouldn't celebrate.
I wouldn't celebrate. Anyways. Then December came. The shittiest month of my fucking life. I graduated, right? So I thought, hey, that'd be dope. Mm-hmm. No, I got COVID. And I think I got COVID at my graduation ceremony.
Would you like to say what school you graduated
from?
No,
because I don't want to. I still haven't received my diploma, so I'm pretty sure it said it was going to take like 2 to 3 months.
Yeah, it takes a minute.
So I'm like, okay.
But symptoms.
I started off with like a headache, like mild, and then it got like worse as the days went on. So I started to get a headache like the 20th of December.
Okay. So 5 days before Christmas.
Yeah. So kind of my headache, and it was just like a headache. So around like the 23rd, when I was wrapping presents, like my headache got really bad. And like I felt, you know, when you can just tell that you're like getting sick, like your body just feels different,
like achy and
shit.
Yeah,
like that's how my body felt the 23rd. So the 24th, I'm like, I wake up and I'm like, fuck, I don't feel good. But I'm not coughing. I don't like I was eating food and I could still taste shit. So I'm this isn't COVID. Like I'm fine. It's just like a cold. So I'm like toughing it out. I'm taking like cold medicine and like ibuprofen for like the headache and shit. And then at night, I felt fine. Like I was like, oh shit, I'm not sick anymore. I feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up the next morning on Christmas Day, and I feel sick. Like I'm like, I feel like I'm running a fever. I have like a headache. and my body feels achy. And I'm like, I'm going to just take medicine. And I'm going to keep it pushing. December 26th comes along. Homeboy's running a fever again. Still feeling sick. So I'm like, okay, it's cool. The cold takes a couple days to get through. So I'm babysits that. 27th, the same thing. The 28th is when I wake up and I feel like shit. I'm like, damn, I don't feel good. I'm going to take a shower. Maybe it'll help me good. Nah, fam. I step in the shower and the room is spinning. And I mean spinning where I'm like dizzy as shit. I feel like a baby and I'm like a baby horse. I can't.
Keep going.
Baby horse that like just started walking. And then I see my mom and my mom's like, you look sick. You got to go to a doctor.
Say how she did say it though in Spanish.
Well, she was like worried.
Oh.
So she was like, you have to go to the doctor. And I'm like, oh, fine. So I go to a doctor. They're like, give me your symptoms. I'm like, well, my head hurts. I'm dizzy. No cough. No
fever.
I have a fever. But everything else is just like fine.
Okay, so fever, dizziness,
aches.
Those are the three.
Yep.
Okay.
And they're like, all right, well, we'll just give you a COVID test just to make sure. 15 minutes later, yep, you tested positive. And I'm like, well, shit. They're like, well, I'm like, well, what do I do? It's like, well, there's really nothing you can do. You just got to kind of let it like
go away,
run its course. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then they're like, well, and then once you've like no symptoms for 72 hours, you keep it pushing and leave it. And you can be around people again. And I'm like, okay. So that night, the next 2 or 3 nights were probably like the worst nights of my life.
Could you breathe?
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
So like the first night, I was like, I thought maybe because I was just like in my head. So I'm like, I was like making it worse than what it was. So I was like, all right, whatever. But then the second night when I was trying to sleep and I couldn't sleep because I couldn't breathe, I'm like, fuck. Like, now it's to the point where I'm like scared because I'm like, if I go to sleep and I can't breathe, I'm gonna die in my sleep. So I'm like, I'm gonna not sleep because at least if I can't breathe when I'm awake, I can do something about it. And then, because if you've been listening to this podcast since day one.
Since 19, fam.
Since day one, you know that I'm a fucking morbid person. So here goes little old me, little old Chris's brain, thinking like, did you tell everyone you care about that you love them? Because who knows if tomorrow you'll be awake to tell them.
What the fuck?
Straight up. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, shit, when was the last time I talked to my dad? When was the last time I hadn't seen my brother since like the 27th because like I was isolating because I wanted to make sure everything was cool. Like my mom too, like I told her I love her, but it was like through text, so it doesn't hit the same, you know what I mean? And like people I cared about like that, like I'm like, and then I was like, when was the last time I talked to Greg? Like when did I tell him that I love him and shit like that? But then in my head, I'm like, I have like shit just because I'm a morbid person and like whatever, going through whatever, I already have like things set that if something was to happen to me, like certain things would go out to certain people, as in like, I'm not gonna get too much into it, but like letters and shit like that, you know what I mean?
Bro.
Well, anyway.
You thought you were gonna die.
Yeah.
That's how bad you felt?
Yeah. But
Jesus Christ.
The second night was the worst one. So that's because that's when I had like those thoughts. I'm like, oh, like, did I tell people that I love them? Like, did I do enough? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's so stupid shit like that. The third night, it wasn't as bad, but I could, when you can just sense you're getting better. But now when I couldn't breathe, it was like, if I was like trying to talk, it was when I was like short of breath. I was like, so I had to like take like a breath. But it wasn't as bad as last night. And then like the fourth night, I could breathe fine. I'm like, you fucking dramatic piece of shit. Like,
yeah,
fucking think you're gonna die.
It was probably
dumbass.
like you couldn't breathe, but also you're paranoid.
Yeah.
Of like,
yeah, that's probably what it was.
You have COVID.
Yeah.
All the bad.
And then I was just thinking like, and then it's like I have the worst luck. I just do, and like, of course, dude, I did everything to make sure I didn't get COVID. I wore a fucking mask at all times, bro. I didn't go anywhere. I would just stay home or come here or go to Maddie's and literally just do that. I had hand sanitizer on deck. Every time I touched anything that was, I would wash my hands and still use hand sanitizer because I'm like, nah. And I'd do everything, everything you could do to not get COVID, and I still fucking somehow managed to get COVID.
Yep.
And then 7 days have passed, no symptoms, right? I'm like, I'm gonna go get tested so I can see what's up.
Yeah.
Still test positive. And I'm like, what the fuck? So now I'm like tripping. I'm like, what? I'm like, I can't be locked in my room anymore. Like, I have to fucking, like, I gotta get out. Like, I have to like just breathe air, just like see people and like,
yeah.
Cause it was like being really bad for like my mental health, like just locked in and like just doing all that shit. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna let like another 4 days pass and maybe I'll be straight by then. Another 4 days pass. Tested. Positive again. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So at this point, I'm like, well, I don't know what to do at this point. And then like I get a call from the state and they're like, we recently checked that you tested positive on January 5th. And I'm like, well, I tested positive January 28th, but they told me after it's been like 72 hours that you can fine. If you have no symptoms, you're good to be around people. So I was just getting tested to see, and they're like, oh, well, we normally tell people not to test again because you can still test positive for up to 3 months. So if you continue to test, you'll test positive. And I'm like, oh. So she's like, so if you haven't had any symptoms for like 72 hours and it seems you say that you haven't, then you should be okay to go. But you have to do like you still have to be like careful. And I'm like, yeah, for sure.
Wow.
And then I was unemployed, right? So I was actually kind of living my best life because like I woke up whenever the fuck I wanted. I was up late, like super late, talking with this dude. I was eating whatever the fuck I wanted to. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. And then I got a job. Boo.
Chris, you're a sellout.
Yeah, I'm a fucking sheep.
You're fucking lame.
And now I'm here, but I'm making bank. So edit that out. I don't edit that out. I don't want people to know I'm making bank.
Chris is going to take me to Benihana.
That's pigeon food.
Chris is going to take me to cheesecake.
Dude, actually, speaking of food, I'm hungry, bro. When's the last time? I don't. Luis. What was his other assistant's name?
What was his name? Chad? Jamie. Johnson.
Was it Jamie?
Joseph. I forgot what his name was.
Anyways, our other fucking assistant, they don't ever have us food ready.
What was his name?
I don't know. But Luis, next time we fucking come, we need food here. Like, I'm tired of having to pod. And this has been going on since day one. Because at least...
What do you want?
No, because when it was just to be just me and you, okay. back at Arrowhead.
Yeah.
Bro, we had shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we had snacks.
I lived with my mommy and daddy.
But that's Luis and fucking what's his name? His like job to fucking take care of now.
What the fuck's his name? Jason. No. Jordan.
No.
Fuck, I don't know. James.
Yeah, James.
I was close. Jordan, LeBron, it is what it is.
James and fucking Luis.
Yeah.
Aren't on their shit. Yeah. And they're not fucking having like snacks ready for us. Mad shit
about Luis when he's right there.
I don't give a fuck. And then so now that's basically what happened to me. So I've had a shitty Christmas. Uh-huh. Not because it was bad, but just because I was feeling sick. I had a shitty New Year just because I was fucking dying. Uh-huh. Or at least I thought I was dying. But I don't really like New Year's anyways.
I worked on New Year's.
I have this thing now where like every New Year's I want to make sure I'm in a different country.
Like where? España?
Just anywhere.
Francais?
I just don't like to spend New Year's. I just want to be
China.
I want to be like separated. I want to be like elsewhere from people.
So you want to go? We're gonna go camping,
dude. We're going to. Are we going to Tulum?
I hope so.
Why not? Oh, you don't have your fucking passport, so don't say shit to me until you get your passport.
You're the one that brought it up.
Yeah, but you brought it. No.
You brought it up right now.
Yeah, but you brought it up day one.
All I said was,
let's go to Tulum to be with the thick bitches. And I'm like,
I didn't say all that.
I'm like, bro, don't say that. I can't have bitches.
Bro, if you want to find a wife, go to Ranch Market. You fucking find your wife. But I want to go to Tulum because it's very pretty there.
Yeah, let's go to Tulum.
Doesn't mean like
Let's go to Tulum.
Let's go.
You wanted to go in June.
No.
You wanted to go in June.
My birthday's not in June.
Yeah, I know it's not in June, but you said June would be perfect. I'm like, yeah, June would be sick.
Said that.
Yes.
You fucking said we should go on your birthday. That was your just idea.
That would be sick, though.
I know, but you're saying like somehow I was one that thought of it.
You said let's go.
Yeah, but I don't have a passport.
You're like, yeah, let's go to Tulum, and I'm like, oh, that'd be sick if we went to Tulum on your birthday.
Do you really need your passport to get into Mexico?
Yes. No, you need it to get out of Mexico. How are you gonna get back into the United States?
I have an American ID.
No, that's not enough. How are you gonna? You're gonna drive to Tulum?
No, I'm gonna fly.
Exactly. You need your passport to get back in.
Tulum is like on the south, right?
Yes.
South.
You need your passport to get back in. Dude,
whatever, man.
Literally,
We're gonna be at the airport.
It literally costs $50. You can do the application online.
Okay, I'll do it right now.
Fuck, dude. So we can go to fucking Tulum. Then we can travel. So you wanted to go to Japan and all this shit, and you don't even have your passport?
COVID happened.
Yep. Okay, and
what's the point?
Bro, Mexico's open, dog.
I know, but what's the point?
We're all gonna get the vaccine.
You know I'm a procrastinator.
Get the passport. Go get tacos?
Nah.
Oh, okay. Why not?
I don't feel like going anywhere, bro.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Is it on you?
No.
Right then.
It could be.
Then. Well, then
When I get paid tomorrow.
Well, that's tomorrow. We're talking about
Friday.
The present.
No, but
I don't live
tomorrow.
in the future. That's the present's the past. That's why they call it a gift.
Shut up. So we're not going to Tulum.
Yes, we'll go to fucking Tulum, bro.
That'd be sick, though.
But can I say something? I feel like you're not down.
Are you fucking joking me? I literally just said let's go to fucking Tulum.
Yeah, but honestly, when the going gets
I'm
tough,
down to travel anywhere. By my solo dolo with the boy, I'm down.
Okay, but
what?
If I go to Tulum, it's not just gonna be the boy. Like it's not just gonna be.
That's fine. That's fine. You can bring your +1. It's fine. I don't care.
But you know, it'd be awesome.
What? A menage?
No.
Just kidding. I'm just joking. Miss Lady, I'm just joking. No disrespect. How do you say that
in a 4?
No. No. Just no, Greg.
I just think it'd be cool, you know, if we both had ladies. And
she doesn't have her passport either.
She can do it online.
I've told her plenty of times she doesn't do it. She's like, only if you pay for it. So I'm like, nah, I guess we're never going anywhere. So does Miss Lady have her passport?
Yeah.
Oh. Get your passport. Let's go to Tulum.
Okay.
You want a couple's vacation on your birthday?
No, dude, it's not a couple. It's just that when there's more people around, it can be more fun. We're all like it's a vibe.
Yeah.
Like we're all chilling.
We can vibe.
We know, vibe. But bro, it's different.
I don't know.
It's just different, dude. It's just different. And then, you know, anyone can come. Whoever
Two's
wants to
party.
come, can come. We can all just party and have fun. Hang out. You know what I mean?
I don't think I've been to Tulum since I was like...
Also, if it was just me and you, one, you don't drink.
I can.
Yeah, but
I'll be in Mexico. You know what I mean? I'll be back, bro. Back in my homeland.
But I don't want to get there.
In the motherland, bro.
Yeah, bro. That's your people, dog.
I know. That's what I'm saying. With my peeps.
Bro, that's my people, to be honest.
No. How?
I'm Mexican.
Barely. By association, actually.
Yeah, you are too.
No. Both my parents are Mexican.
Were you born in Mexico?
I was made in Mexico.
But you weren't born there.
But I was made.
I was made in fucking Yuma, bro. That's 20 minutes away from the fucking border.
Is it Mexico, though? No, it's
same
not.
Shit, bro.
No, it's not.
20 minutes away, I could have been made there.
You weren't 20 minutes away. You didn't even leave.
Bro, Yuma's not even that. It's probably like 10 minutes away.
Anyways. Tulum.
Yeah, I guess. I don't even want to go with you anymore.
Why? Dude, I'll drink.
Yeah,
I'll get lit, but not beer. I'll drink other stuff, but just not beer. I just can't stand the taste of beer.
Tequila? Like what?
Yeah, it's fine.
A margarita?
No, tequila's fine.
A fucking mimosa?
Tequila's fine.
All right. Listen, you're going to get my hopes up.
No, I'll do it. I said I was going to get drunk on your wedding.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever get married. So, like, what the fuck?
Well, Tulum, July, I'm ready.
I don't want to get married, but this is why I want to get married.
You don't?
I just want to why I want to.
Okay.
Why I don't want to is a little bit quicker. I just don't see the point in it. But if I would get married, just so I can have like a big party. And that's really the only reason why. With like good music and just a bunch of alcohol and staying up very late. I guess you can do that without getting married, but
you can do that now.
Yeah, right. So I guess I don't have to, but that's the reason why. But Chris, now it's time to get into the nitty gritty. And prepare yourself.
It's over before it even started.
No, not that.
Oh, okay.
You said wait till the end.
Oh, yeah, sure.
How long are we going for? Oh, 30 minutes.
30 beans.
We got we got some time. So brace yourself, because it's going to get pretty crazy. Ever heard of stairs in the woods?
No.
Interesting. Because I didn't hear anything about that until yesterday.
Okay.
Chris, we don't know anything.
I agree.
All right. Ever heard of an SAR officer?
A who?
An SAR officer.
A SAR officer? No.
Correct. A search and rescue.
Oh, yeah.
They're the ones that are in the national forest, and someone gets lost, they go and found them, right? They find them. Sometimes they don't.
Okay.
And a lot of these people have weird experiences.
Okay.
And they share them on a Reddit page.
Okay.
And I'm here to tell you what the fuck they are.
Okay.
So as I said, brace yourself. And now I'll ask you again. Have you ever heard of stairs in the woods?
No.
Why would you think there'd be stairs in the woods?
Because there's something else. A pathway.
Interesting.
Talking to someone that believes in aliens.
Right. Well, let me tell you this, my friend. No one knows why there's stairs.
There's stairs in
the woods. When I say stairs in the woods, okay, there was a good analogy in that post. When you're playing a video game and it glitches and there's only a part of it that renders. Yeah. It's like that. Literally you're in a 2-story home. It's those kind of stairs, bro. And there's pictures and shit, right? Just there. And there's no abandoned buildings or fucking wood on the ground. It's like a broken house, wherever the fuck, It's literally just stairs in these woods, bro. Ever heard of the Blurry Man?
Slender Man?
Kind of.
No.
So there's this story, right? Bro, oh my God, dude. Anyways, I don't want to get into all this because this isn't going to be too long, but we don't know what's out there.
Of course.
Right? And with all this shit that's out there, this is why I hate this country, bro. Okay? Because there's so much out there, right? Whether it's aliens, whether it's the supernatural, the paranormal, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's evidence, there's stories, there's things to go off of, and yet we do nothing fucking about it. And why do we do nothing about it? Tell me.
Because we're scared.
That's one.
Because Americans want to think that they're the all-powerful being.
That's two.
And because we're ignorant.
That's kind of three. You're right. See, I don't even have to talk about this anymore.
Yeah, I know, because I agree with you. I told you, bro.
And it's so frustrating, bro.
Yeah, of course.
It's just but this is the point I want to make. We're all like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think the reason why we live these mundane, just boring lives that we do and just go along with the flow is for that fact of we're afraid of facing our fears, right? Because when we hear these scary stories and stuff like that, we're afraid of them because we don't know what they are.
Spooky.
When we see the spooky spooks, we're spooked out because we don't know what it is.
I know, bitch.
Bro. You go
What's the worst that happens?
You're
I
dead.
die? Death. I've welcomed.
No, but listen.
I have welcomed death since the age of 12, Greg.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus. You think I'm going to be scared of going to some fucking stairs in the woods? I seen shit, bro.
Like what?
I ain't going to talk about it.
I ain't got a car?
No, that's different though. That was a different type of sad. Anyways, I see shit, Greg. You think I'm scared of some fucking stairs? I'll go in there and be like,
let's go.
What's popping?
Okay.
Let's go.
But guess what? A guy went up on the staircase.
He died. Cool.
Hand chopped right off.
That's fine. I have pain in my left arm. It hurts when it's cold.
But let me make my point.
I get it. People are scared. They don't want to do nothing.
But why don't we face our fears?
Because that's what's instilled in our fucking brains, Greg. We are born to be afraid.
How do we get out of that?
Facing your fucking fears. And what's the worst that happens? You die, then you die.
No, you're not going to die.
Exactly.
Do you know why, dude?
Because life is infinite. Because you are more than just this human being. Your soul, your spirit, your energy lives on forever, brother.
Listen. When you have bad traits about yourself, right? Mm-hmm. What do you have to do with those? You have to work on them.
No. Not me. I live in my toxic traits. I love my toxic traits.
Please just go along.
Okay.
Okay. When you fucking have bad traits, right? Mm-hmm. You want to work on them so you can become a better person.
I want to be a better person. I always want to be a better person.
So
I hate the person I am. I want to be so much better.
You rolled your eyes like 18 different times saying that. So when there's things out there that scare us, what should we do?
Run. Am I wrong? If you see something that scares you, you run. You're like, oh shit, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
You know what I feel like right now?
What?
I feel real white being like this. Because it's always the white dude that like goes after the ghost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And shit like that. Anyways.
See, because minorities know not to fucking like. You see something? Nah,
listen, I'm not going out to the woods, bro.
Fucking pussy. Let's go.
I'm not going. Nah. I'm not gonna fuck with that. You know why?
Because you're scared.
Because I'm okay to live in fear, and that's a problem.
So you're the problem.
We all are the problem.
I'm not afraid to live in fear. Actually,
bro, you live.
I'm gonna say why I'm a hypocrite.
Okay.
Because I live in fear.
Yes.
But not that type of fear. Like that I wouldn't be scared to do that. I'm scared to do other things, but not that.
Okay. Well, hold on. What if you see something out there though?
What?
Would you be scared?
I wouldn't think I'd be scared. I'd be like curious. I'd be like,
okay, so let's just say Slender Man. Like you see a figure like that out in the woods.
Ooh, spooky. That would be scary.
Okay.
But I would still go like,
I'm gonna walk up to it.
I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna keep my safe distance, but I'll be like, huh.
No, dude, you're fucking running, bro.
No.
Yes, you are.
Because what's Greg? If I die, I die. At 23 years of age, I can safely say I have lived enough to the point where if I was to die tomorrow, I would be okay with it. I don't
believe that.
I don't, Greg.
Bro,
Greg, hold on.
No,
Greg. The most like the one thing I told like the one thing I've like cared about the most and seen I did 2 years ago.
Okay, but literally when you thought you were gonna die from COVID, you wanted to write people letters.
No, I have them written already. Like everything's taken care of.
Okay, but
that's why I was like.
But those thoughts of like, was I a good brother?
No. That was not that. My thoughts were like, did I tell the parents I cared that I told them I loved them one last time? Like that was it. Like I wasn't scared because I was gonna die. I was scared of like because I'm like I haven't told them that I love them yet. Like you know what I mean? Like I wanted them to like know that I went with them knowing that
right now you'd be okay.
Yeah, because
I guess
everyone knows, everyone around me would be like, I knew he loved me and like I knew he was like, no, that's this type of shit. Because like,
so why don't you?
I don't find fear in death. What the fear that it is like making sure the people around me are straight. That's what.
Let's go ghost hunting.
Okay, let's go.
For real.
I'm dead ass. Let's go.
Bro, you changed. Because I feel like I've asked you this before.
You asked me this when I was like 17, 18. And now
I asked you this like last fucking year.
No, you didn't.
I want to do a video
what's her name?
this.
I said we should go. I said what's her name was here?
Oh yeah, it was Cheyenne.
I was like, let's go, and then you were both like,
what?
And you didn't upload the podcast because it was very morbid, but we talked about it.
We're not ever uploading that.
We should on Patreon if you want to get an exclusive podcast.
But bro,
one episode where we really let it all loose.
The whole
and if you want to cancel us, pay $50.
Is like, why? Like, what are these things in the woods, bro? Like why don't we?
Do you look at it as in like we're in a simulation, or do you look at it as in like there's like a higher being that's trying to reach us, or do you see it as there's something that hasn't been told to us that are like mistakes on their part that they don't hide?
I think that none of us know what it is, and that's why we're so afraid of it. So I don't even have an opinion on what it is. I don't know if it's fucking demons or whatever it is, because we don't even have the wherewithal to understand what the supernatural is, right?
Yeah.
Because one, when we face it, we're afraid and we run away, which is just a human. When we face fear, it's fight or flight, and we usually run away. That's how humans are. And then secondly, that's just scary as fuck. So just don't even deal with it, right? Because we're even taught as kids that scary stories, like in our heads, like when we see scary things, it's bad. Scary isn't good. You know what I mean? Like that's just what's in our head. So even that's why I don't believe you when we go out there and you see just fucking a little pristine set of stairs in the middle of the woods, 30 miles deep. You're not gonna be freaked out because in our heads we're like, oh fuck, this is fucked up.
This little head right here, Greg.
This little head of mine.
It's gonna let me die. Let me die. Let me die. To me, life is pain. To me, life is anguish. I believe you don't reach full happiness until you have completed the circle of life.
Okay.
To me, I find solace in death. There's nothing wrong with it. It sounds morbid, but it's like
I get it.
Like when you hear stories of people that are about to die, they're like, I finally found peace. Like I'm about to finally be in peace. Like my pain's gonna go away. Whatever I'm going through is gonna be gone. I don't have to deal with it anymore. I have found peace.
Right.
So it's like shit like that. Like, is it if it's like, and then especially because you said like we don't know what it is. So it's like, what if it's good? What
exactly.
If that's what I'm saying. So like, why be afraid of like
even if it's bad, in the bad you find the good. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's what it is. That's why when you have bad traits and you work on them, you turn a negative into a positive. No, but
I get it. I know, but it's like maybe that's why humans have an advance because when they see something scary, ooh, spooky, and will not touch it. But it's like, what's the worst that happens? You die, bro. Then you die.
Exactly. But
death is imminent.
I don't fear death, bro.
Neither do I.
But I do fear spooky people in the woods.
It's like there's like a murder on the loose. Like, yeah, it's kind of scary, but like
when those two prisoners escaped,
that was kind of funny.
Yeah,
you know, one of them was a rape.
I saw one.
You're a liar.
I did.
When?
You're sitting right next to me.
My God.
Boom.
The other one was a convicted sexual. Actually, like molested a bunch of kids, and then the other one was like a murderer. Yeah,
they got caught though. So
yeah.
Kind of crazy that they got out though.
Mm-hmm.
But
moving on.
No, I'm not done.
Oh, sorry.
Actually, I think I am, but I wanted to go way more into this. But
why? Why don't you then?
Because like I just thought about like all these stories that I heard, and I know I'm not going to do it justice. So what I am going to do is I'm going to post a link in the description of this Reddit post.
If he remembers.
And if not, I'll do that. And then there's all the parts, and just seriously, I'm going to send it to you too. Seriously, just read this shit, bro.
Speaking of Reddit, Wall Street Bets.
Okay. This is what we're going to end on because
Wall Street Bets?
I have a lot of opinions.
On Wall Street Bets?
Yes. It's all bullshit.
What?
The stock market.
Of course it is, Greg. It's according to them, it's a free Greg. It's a free market. It's how you're supposed to build wealth in this country, right?
Yeah.
But as soon as the little people start to take advantage of the fucking rules that are in place and start fucking the 1%, they cut that shit off. And now what?
Now everything dropped. So the hedge funders will get their money back sooner rather than later. So I don't even deal with it. So everyone that's like got on their high horse about this shit, don't play the game because you're just gonna get played, my friend.
I'm gonna still invest.
I don't know. Fuck that shit.
I got money in Dogecoin.
Yeah, bro. You gotta.
I got money in mutual funds.
Take all that shit out.
Why?
If you want to just do like a fucking retirement fund, bro. And then once you get that shit.
If we're gonna play the game, if we're gonna play the American game. To build money and to build wealth, you have to have money in stocks. It just is what it is.
I disagree completely.
No, how do you disagree? It's literally proven. Literally, you can ask any economist. You can ask
because I'm not gonna play the game.
Okay, but I'm just saying if we're gonna play the game of like living in America and the American dream, to build money and to succeed, you need to have money in stocks.
But who cares?
I know. I'm just saying. I said if you're gonna play it,
but you're playing it.
I'm gonna take it, bro. If Dogecoin hits $1,
it won't.
I'm rich, baby.
Yeah, but guess what? If you don't sell out in time, you're gonna lose money again.
Greg,
all this money's being funneled into it, and then eventually it's just gonna get taken out.
I'm not investing crazy amount of money where I'm gonna lose everything I have. No.
Okay, so it reaches $1. How much are you gonna make?
If I only sell 10% of mine, about $6,000.
How much money did you put into it?
I'm not gonna say about that because I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna put. I'll talk about it off podcast. But
why?
Because I can't. Because I'm not gonna disclose that information.
Oh my gosh!
Let's just say. I have.
You said you didn't put a lot of money, so it's you put $10 or more?
No, more.
600.
Around there.
So you put more than $500?
No.
300.
No.
More than 100.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's a lot of money.
Not really.
$100 is a lot. Into what we make, dude.
In the grand scheme of things, is it a lot?
In our
if I'm going from whatever I invested to, if it reaches $1, I can the possible is $6,000.
Okay, but let's just say everything drops, right, and you lose $50, right?
It's fine. I lost $50. It's fine.
$50 is a lot. But that's
the worst that happens is I lose $200.
That's 10 boxes from Taco Bell.
If I lose $200, like whatever, it's $200, $300, whatever, I lost $200, $300. It's fine. It's not gonna make or break me. But that potential from going to $200, $300, whatever to $6,000, that's worth the gamble of losing however much of my original investment was, because the gain is just more. There's just more to gain than there is more to lose.
Good luck, Chris. That's all I'll say. I hope you go to the moon.
I'm gonna go to the moon,
but I'm not gonna be there with you.
That's fine.
It's all bullshit, bro. It's all bullshit.
But why? Why do you think it's bullshit? I mean, I understand,
because, bro. It's the 1% fucking you over. And you want to be like, yeah, like, oh, we the people are gonna like turn this shit over. We're not.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm not into that. I'm just trying to make.
That's what Dogecoin is. It's a fucking meme, bro.
Exactly, but I'm not super invested into it where I'm like, oh, I need that. No,
you literally just said you're gonna play the game. So eventually, you're gonna get that $100 in that stock. You're gonna go into gold and silver.
No,
you're gonna go into whatever you're gonna go into. I know. I'm just whatever you're gonna go into. You're gonna put more and more money and more money and more money, so you can increase your wealth.
So if I'm not dead by the age of 40,
but this is just the beginning, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just a domino effect, and you're gonna get more and more involved, and you're gonna lose a lot of money because they don't want you to be in the fucking game.
It goes back to what I'm telling you, Greg. You have a savings account, right?
Yes.
What is the money in your savings account doing for you?
Creating a backup.
Creating what?
A backup.
For what?
An emergency.
Okay. Do you know how much interest you get out of your savings account?
I get none.
Exactly.
Which is fine, though. I'm okay with that.
But
I'll be happy.
Yes, Greg. But again, let's say in this monetary world we live in, right? Let's go back to our original thing where it's like where you wish you can just drop everything, but you can't because of money, right?
Yes.
Say you invest, right? Whatever, a percentage of your savings account. And say you invest into something and it has this like crazy explosion, which can happen because it happens in the stock market. And you make a hefty amount of money off of it. Does that not give you like an incentive to where you can be like, oh shit, I can keep doing this, quit what I'm fucking doing, and truly pursue what I want to do?
No. I'd rather play the casino and fucking put 100 on black and roulette, and then hopefully I get my money, make $200, because at least I know the rules aren't going to change on me.
But the rules that are changing now in the stock market are just so that they're not changing the whole game. They just changed like a certain thing. Like
they made it not free.
What do you mean not free? Anybody can invest.
Yeah, not invest as much as you want. They literally stop stocks on the ones that you're gonna make money on.
Yeah, but the ones that people were gonna make money on had already reached $300 a share. They were like, it was what's it called? There was gain to make or like money to make when GameStop was like $3, $4. and now that they didn't stop it until a share had reached like $350. To that point, people were already not investing money because not anybody can just invest $350 in one share.
Just listen though. Think about it as a basketball game. Say a team is down 100 points. There's probably no way they're going to get back, right? They're not going to come back from that. But let's say they change the rule to where that team that's down 100, even if they made a shot, it doesn't count. Is that fair?
How do the two correlate?
Because you said a stock is $300 already, right? So you would have to pay $300 for one share. Correct?
Yeah, correct. But no.
Dude, you let me finish the point.
Okay.
Right? So you have to put a lot of money into to make any at that point, right? So you're saying to me that because that's the case, it's not even worth it if they change that game, if they change the rules, because you're not going to make money regardless off of it.
Okay, this is where you don't understand. The stock market, the hedge funders, the whatever, they didn't increase the value of the share. That happened when everybody invested. So it's like, well, so what are you talking about? You can still invest, but it's just like there's no point in it now because it went from $4 to $320 something dollars.
A stock company where you can buy stocks from literally force you not to do it.
Robinhood, yes.
Not to. You
Let's talk about Robinhood.
That's what I'm talking about.
But there was that was one app. There's other apps that you can use.
Dude, but still, there's that's fucked up. That's not right.
Yeah, that's why people don't use that app no more.
Exactly. So why am I going to even fuck with the stock market then? Because why did they do that? Why did Robinhood do that?
Because they want to say that they're not funded by hedge fund people, but they're funded by hedge fund people.
Who runs the stock market?
But we already knew that.
So why am I going to play the game?
But what you're saying hasn't changed anything. It hasn't changed anything. Because one company that supposedly said that they were for the people when they really weren't for the people because they're funded by hedge funds, by people that run the hedge funds, they had to because they were going to lose their whatever that. According to their fucking CEO, they have to follow like SEC like guidelines or whatever. But that's fucking bullshit. But it's like it's still the same game. Like the rules haven't changed. It was just one app that said, oh shit, we're gonna lose our funding because we can't cap how much you spend.
Right, but I think you're like minimizing the impact that Robinhood has because the only stock thing I've ever heard about was Robinhood ever. But
the good thing that everything that has happened has created more. Greg, now people. I don't think I've ever heard more random people just talking about stocks.
No, for sure.
100%. So it's like the difference is we never had the knowledge.
Right.
Now we have a slither of knowledge, and that slither is enough to get a foot in the door. So that's what I'm saying. It's not bad to invest. App like, but there's always going to be people like, I'm going to take what you just said. It's like people were afraid to invest because they don't know.
No, for sure.
But now that there's like knowledge, people are going to invest. There's always going to be someone that tries. There's always going to be people that try to take advantage of whatever.
I know.
But it's like because there's people that try to take advantage, that shouldn't stop people from doing whatever you can to get out of a bad situation.
I understand that. But I didn't know a lot about politics at one point, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I got invested into it and I started actually supporting candidates and things like that, you see how rigged and fucked up it is, correct? Okay. What is that? It's the same thing with the stock market. We can know everything we want to know about it, and at the end of the day, what are we going to learn?
But Greg,
it's fucking rigged.
Does it stop? Does the politics? Does it stop you from supporting Andrew Yang when you know he's a long shot? Does he stop you?
I was literally.
Did it stop you?
But it was after the fact. But I'm never probably going to support another candidate again. There's no point.
That's bullshit. You're just saying that.
No, there's no point.
Nah, you're jaded. You're jaded. I think you're jaded.
I'll vote, but I'm not going to support anyone.
So if Andrew Yang
Andrew Yang is not going to win the Democratic Party ever. Bernie Sanders is probably one of the greatest candidates we've ever had in American fucking history.
Mm-hmm.
And the Democratic Party pushed him out because he was going to actually make change, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You think AOC is ever going to have a shot? Fuck no. She's going to have to sell her soul to do that shit.
So if AOC runs, you're not going to support her?
Bro, because it's no point.
But at some point, you, my friend, are on this podcast on the record saying that
dude, but guess what? Life changes, bro.
You know what's funny? You know what's really funny? You called me a sheep and you called me out because I said the people couldn't create change, and it's on this fucking podcast. You called me because
you're right, bro.
because I said,
but then you're right.
Because I said then people right. Because I said people couldn't change the system. But I'm wrong.
You're right.
I'm wrong because people can create change.
Not in America.
People can create change. Yes, we can.
Not in America. We're too far gone here. I'm getting the fuck out.
That's crazy,
bro. You wanted to leave too. So I know. Shit you don't believe
but it's just crazy. No, because it's like, dude, 6 months ago you were calling me a sheep.
6 months ago, guess what? I can have difference of opinion.
That's crazy.
That's what being a human is.
That's crazy.
You change opinions.
That's crazy.
Do you want me to? I'll say.
No, it's cool. I'm a man enough to. I get what you're saying. I'm not saying. I had hope at one point.
You know, I've supported people. I thought, yes, maybe there is a possibility. But when you look at the end of the day, right, and you look at this people storming the Capitol and not getting in trouble for this shit, people being walked out saying, hey, thanks for coming, right? There's a literal problem in this world or in America. And the root of what this country is, it's rotten, bro. Mm-hmm. So I could believe all I want, but sometimes I have to face reality and be like, yeah, there's no change that's going to happen here. We're too far gone. So if I ever want to make real change for my family and for myself, I got to get out of here and go to a country that actually wants to do that.
I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. I'll agree with you, but...
So if I want to play this whole, I'm going to invest.
No, I'm not saying you're going. I'm not saying you're going to, because you're not. I know you're not going to. It's stupid. But I'm saying for people out there, like, don't, like, that shouldn't, like, stop them from, like...
If you want to play the game, go right ahead. But I'm not going to do it. I think it's bullshit. And especially now that all these other people are, like, getting involved... It just seems sketchy, bro. It seems sketchy. Once a lot of people start liking something, you got to be a little bit like fucking careful about that shit. It's fucked, bro.
Anyways.
But that's all I'm saying.
Wow. The change. That's crazy.
But dude, this is what pisses me off about you is because we have these conversations, I agree with you, but then when we get on the pod, you're like, bro.
No, but it's just crazy because like I said we were in different seats. I was you and you were me, and then you were calling me a sheep. And Chris, you were saying I was wrong because I have to believe in the people. But when I was telling you that there's not enough people.
Did I apologize that I called you a sheep?
Yeah, but you said you were still right.
But did I apologize that I called you a sheep?
Yeah, but you were.
So why are you coming at me saying that I called you a sheep?
Yeah, but you said you were. I was still wrong. You still said that.
But no, you're missing Chris. I apologize my thing that I called you a sheep, and you're coming at me.
My thing isn't no. Hold on. My thing is
I'm calling you a sheep.
My thing isn't that you're calling me a sheep. My thing isn't that you're calling me a sheep.
You said it about 50 times in the past 10 seconds.
No, because that's when we had that conversation. Was when I said when you called me a sheep because I said there's not enough people. Like the system is so fucked up that there's no change, and you're like you're a sheep then because you have to believe that. Okay. So I'm not saying I'm not bringing up the whole sheep thing. Dude, I'm bringing up that you did like the topic of our conversation.
Let's like the topic of our
the topic of our conversation was I didn't think there was enough people to make change, and you were like, no, people can make change.
Correct.
So all I'm saying is like to me it's like crazy to see the change and like because like I said 6 months ago we were in different seats. I was the one saying there's no way we can make there's no way this country can change because it's been fucked for so long. There's just no change. And now you're the one saying there's no way. But now I'm the one saying you have to believe in the people. And I think that change can come, but it's going to come drastically slow.
I'm not saying there's no faith. I think there's amazing people in this country.
Mm-hmm.
But I think every single one of us is fucked because this country is not going to allow you to break the chains.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way it's not possible. We're too far gone. In when we talked about that, right? Mm-hmm. It was in the middle of a political campaign.
Hold on, can I pause? Just pause real quick. I'm just to make my point so we know. Look, I'm just playing devil's advocate. I agree with you 1,000%. I agree with you 1,000%. But I'm gonna give the other opinion, the other side because then it's like
sometimes we don't need that. It's okay just to have a conversation.
Yeah, but then it's like
bro. But earlier you said this. It's like yeah, I know. I'm like it's fine that I do that.
Okay, but still pause. Let's keep all this shit in. But I'm just saying like. I agree with you. I think we're fucked as well. And I don't think there's any change that can be made. Like, I don't think there can be sufficient change to be made. But again, I don't see it. Like, it's fine for people to believe that there's going to be change. Like I said back then, prove me wrong. I love to be proved wrong. Like when fucking the young people came out to vote and we voted and we switched everything to where it needed to be or for what we think needed to be for there to be change. But then like, it's been a couple of weeks and still shit just seems like it's gonna be the same shit.
It is.
So but that's what I'm saying. It's like I have like you can hope, but me, the pessimist I am, there's just no way. And I like you said, we both have a conversation like we need to get the fuck out of here because you can't make change in this country because this country is not going to let you change. If you're not a rich white person that's had like generational wealth, you're not going to break any type of change. And the systematic racism that's instilled in this country is never going to change no matter how much we want it, because there's always going to be people that see different than have different views and are raised differently than what we think is good. Like people that are born and raised to hate people of color, people that are born to raise people of different religion. Like that shit's always going to be there because that's just the fault in human nature. So I agree with you. Like shit's never going to change.
Right.
But just for the sake of this podcast and for content, I'm going to be the devil's advocate and I'm going to argue the other point because it just makes, bro, we were arguing, we were yelling. That's content.
I understand that, but you know how I am as a person.
Yeah, I know.
And as a friend.
And it riles you up.
I don't appreciate you coming at me that I'm talking shit about you.
Oh, I didn't say you're talking shit about me.
No. Chris, like seriously, just like listen to me.
Okay.
Like sometimes just listen to me. Okay. When you come at me, right, saying, "Oh, I called you a sheep," this and that, right, and then I apologize. Literally, the next podcast that wasn't fair, and that's not how I should act as a friend. Why do you think that's okay now for you to come at me to say now somehow maybe I'm a sheep that I believe that in the past?
But I didn't call you a sheep. And
saying that, but you called me a sheep, right? I'm just saying out of respect because I apologized and I put my ego down.
Yeah, but have the same respect. I think we have a misunderstanding because I'm not saying it to call you to label you anything. I'm just saying like in my head it was just like shocking to hear like the difference because I knew the conversation we had, but I still thought you had like some simmer of hope of like
I do have hope, of course, but because without hope there's no life.
Yeah, but then it's like just like from this conversation, it just sounded like when you said I'm never supporting him. Like if Andrew Yang ran, you're like I'm not supporting him. If AOC ran, you're not supporting him. But it's just like what? That's just crazy to me.
There's no point because at the end of the day, when did all this voting shit happen? Like go out and vote when Biden already won, right? And now everyone wants you to vote. Where was that when Bernie was running? I didn't see all those ad campaigns and these social media influencers
you're right.
saying, dude, Bernie Sanders was, regardless if you believed in whatever he believed in or didn't, he cared about the people. At the end of the day, Biden, he might be a good guy. He probably is. He seems nice. He's backed by super PACs. He's backed by billionaires, and he's going to do what they want. And so is the rest of these Democrats also that got put into office as well. You know what I mean? Mark Kelly. It's fucking more super PACs on super PACs with that fuckhead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it's all bullshit. So I can support Bernie and AOC, but at the end of the day, it's just a waste of energy. I love them and I want them, and I know what they want is for the good of the people.
4 years from now, will you feel the same way?
Maybe not. I might change it, but as of right now, that's how I feel. Because I'm organic. This is just the thoughts that come out.
You go as you adapt as time goes on.
The smartest people know nothing at all because they're always willing to learn. So at one point in my life, I was very strongly opinionated, right?
Yes.
And I was very a believer in those, and nothing was going to change my mind, right? So I'm just saying, as a human, I've evolved and learned that, you know what, maybe I'm not always right.
So you're going to vote? So will you vote?
No, I'll vote. Yeah, 100% I'll vote. I think that's still important. But it's like I said, I didn't want Trump to be in office still. I think it was great that we got him out. He's an idiot and he did a lot of bad things, and a lot of hundreds of thousands of Americans' deaths are on his back, and he didn't deserve to be in office. So me voting for Biden may change because he won in Arizona. You know what I mean? Like, but it's not substantial, actual, real change. We just got a crazy person out of office. That's all we did.
Do you think it's a step in the right direction?
No, it's the same old same. If we had universal basic income, if we had people that weren't homeless anymore, we completely abolished poverty, or at least took steps to abolish poverty. Universal health care, raising the minimum wage, not in 5 years, but now.
That was nuts. That was crazy.
All of that. And that was changed literally right now. And there's legislation passed now because now the Senate is run by Democrats, right? Yeah. So things should start changing.
You would have thought.
Right? But how long does it take for them to do this fucking
stimulus
bill and all that shit, right? It's not even passed yet. And now they're doing this whole 50-50 committee shit. 50% Republicans, 50 Democrats. That's never going to work because they're not going to get along. So, like, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Now, if Bernie was in office, I think things would be different. If Yang was in office, I think things would be different. Because I didn't vote for Yang in the primary. I voted for Bernie. Because Yang already
That's crazy.
Went away.
Oh, yeah, because he had gone, yeah.
So I voted for Bernie in the primary. So I voted for him twice. And then Rotten Clinton and Sleepy Joe in the presidency.
That 2016 was tough. That was tough to see. Because that was like, if you already had some like knowledge that the fucking country was fucking, or like just Democrats were like corrupt as shit.
Yeah.
But then when you saw that Bernie was clearly like gonna fucking win, and then they just pushed him out to make room for fucking Hillary, and I was like,
And then when Warren wouldn't support Bernie in 2020.
Yep.
But then Buttigieg, whatever the fuck his name is, and who was it? Kamala.
They all went for
Biden. They all supported him, so all their supporters went to him. And Bernie was just left in the dust again.
That was tough to see.
So when you see all that, your opinions change. And you're just like, you know what? Maybe this country isn't for me. But
my country.
And then just with the influence of religion still in this country and the influence of greed and economics. That's why I don't believe in the stock market.
So you're saying religion is a cult?
I don't know. But I think it's not good. I think it's okay, but the thing with America is that they push it on other people, right? In legislation, in just morals and all of that, and just kind of what we believe. If you want to believe in God and you just don't push it on me, go right ahead and do that. I don't think that there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with believing in heaven or whatever religion you believe in. There's nothing wrong with that. But in terms of making that judging people based off your own beliefs, that's where it's wrong, because you stop growth and you stop innovation and all of that, you know. I think like some are cults. Like I think Scientology is a cult. I think Mormonism is a cult.
Christianity.
Yeah, I mean, some sorts of Christianity I think are cults. I don't think all of like Catholicism is cultish or anything like that. But like those crazy like televangelist Christians and shit like that are pretty cultish. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like the only reason why I get hyped up about it is because we know it's wrong, but yet we're still gonna play the game. You know? And I think there's something wrong with that. But who knows? Maybe we have to do that to figure it out.
Well.
But that's all I was saying. Maybe it was a miscommunication, but it seemed like you're coming at me.
No, that was a miscommunication. I'm never coming at you. I wasn't labeling you or calling you anything. I think there was just a miscommunication. And my head was so like blown where I'm like, what the fuck? Greg don't believe. He's not a believer anymore. So that's what was shook. I'm like, you're me now? That's crazy.
I believe in the people. I just don't believe in the system. And there's people in the system that I won't support because...
Do you don't think there's enough people that care that would make a change?
No.
Really?
I don't think we have a strong enough leader even to bring a group of people together like that either. Because like even with like Andrew Yang, he just wants to fix the system. He doesn't think it's broken. But I think we need to tear it down. We need to tear it down. But I don't even want to tear it down.
Like I said, the French are always down the revolution to overthrow a government.
We're comfortable in our mundane, boring American lives, and we don't want to get rid of that.
Let's go to France. They're always down to overthrow a government.
I don't want to overthrow Macron. Is that what his name is?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Leave us in the description where we should live. So far, we've picked between Germany
or Norway.
And Norway.
Or Amsterdam.
Yeah.
What was it?
The red light district?
Yeah. Yes, dude. Vagina.
Did I send you that video of where it's like
That's why I brought it up.
Oh.
The Netherlands, that's what it's called.
Yeah, the Netherlands.
But Chris, now we have to bring up something more important.
Sadly,
after us yelling at each other.
We were yelling at each other. We were having a passionate conversation. Holy shit.
How long has it been?
An hour 10.
Sadly,
it's over before it even fucking started.
This is the end of the Sunny Days podcast.
Yep, this is the last one.
No, it's not the last one. It's just a farewell. It might be, but It might be, it might not be, but let's just say this is a farewell.
But this is for bigger and better things. We're going to outline to you folks what our steps are into
the future.
Yeah.
Step 1, start? Get laid.
Step 1, franchise.
Step 2,
create a franchise.
Step 3,
think about franchise.
Step 4,
sleep on it.
Step
5, wait 6 months. How much months did we wait? 2 months. Wait a month and a half.
Step 6, get
talk
COVID.
About recording a podcast.
Step 7, series of depression.
Step 7, talk about going to get a table.
Step 8.
Step 8, don't get the table. Don't get the coffee
9,
table.
Wait a couple months.
Wait another month.
Step 10, we're dead.
Step 10,
get drafted in a war.
Yeah.
No, but for real, we're ending the Sunny Days podcast. But we're starting a new podcast.
It's still, yep. You could probably explain it better than I can. I kind of just like ramble.
So basically, we actually just talked about this before we started the podcast, or this started today.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, we kind of want to round up our creativity and just kind of our brand into one kind of its own thing, right? And with the Sunny Days podcast, it's just kind of us talking and yelling for 50 minutes to an hour. What we just did right now. This was actually a good send off because this sums up literally everything we did.
This is basically what we don't want. This is basically what we want. What we do and don't want to be doing. Like moving on.
Yeah, exactly. We rambled forever, and sometimes according to the numbers, people don't like it.
Yeah.
And we just kind of want to grow from it and just be better creatively. So, I want to be better creatively. I want to like actually show what I can do. And Chris wants to show what he can do. And so does Luis.
Whenever Luis gets back from his vacation.
Luis is right there.
Well, yeah, but...
Oh, and he went somewhere too.
He's on vacation right now.
But yeah. So this is why we're ending the Sunny Days podcast. Because we want to be bigger, better, stronger, speed, honor.
Olympics.
We just want to make it better. And we want people to actually like it.
Moving forward, we don't know. Is this the last one? And then the next one's going to be... Can we promise to have that?
I don't know if we're gonna have it by next week.
Okay, so
this is the farewell tour.
We'll
let it know when it's the last one. But this might be the last one. So
this is the last one. If we don't post again, the next time we post, it'll be on the page that we want it to be.
Yes, correct.
So moving forward, we will no longer. Are we doing the just YouTube? This will be the
for the time.
Moving forward, for the time being. This will be the last episode, the last podcast that will be posted on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all those other good things out there. Moving forward, we will solely be posting our podcast onto our new YouTube page, which will be called the.
Wait, we're doing a new YouTube page?
Yeah, it's going to be separate. How are we going to post the clips on all that same shit?
Well, I thought we were going to do the full. We need to talk about this out.
Okay,
off the podcast.
So never mind.
But yeah, so
okay. Well, what we can say is
it's just gonna look.
It's gonna be changed to a visual podcast where our main focus will be to monetizing all of our views and shit into one entity.
Right.
And that entity being YouTube, where we will mostly focus on, well, at least the podcast, for the podcast at least, we're going to focus mostly on the visuals and making it more pleasing to the eye and more entertaining.
But yeah, exactly. You hit the coffin on the nail. But basically what it is that...
Can you sit up?
I want to be like this because this is my focused stance.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I almost got out of focus, but I'm back in. So basically, here's the deal, okay? We don't like. I'm gonna speak for myself, and then Chris can say what he would like after. I don't like where I am in my life right now, and I want that to change. Right? I can complain all I want, and I can get into arguments with Chris about it, and I can say this and I can say that. But if I never do anything about it, I'm just gonna be miserable for the rest of my life. And I have to do something that makes me happy. And what makes me happy? This. Correct? So if I want to do this, though, I need to prove to people that watch it that it's worth their time.
That we care.
And I personally just don't think that, like, sitting in front of a camera and talking nonsense because I'm an idiot. Like that's entertaining enough. Like I want it to be more because I know I can do more, and I know where I can like lead this, and me and Chris can like use our creativity to make this good. And so it's not even just about like the business side for me. Like I want to prove myself that we can get monetized. You know what I mean? Like that's where it's at, is like if the content is good, then the money and all that shit will come, or like, you know what I mean? Our growth will come from that.
Where it's like if you do the work,
yeah,
you'll be where you deserve to be.
So that's kind of why we're changing things around, because clearly what we're doing right now doesn't motivate us enough to stay consistent. And that's why we've taken 2 separate, like, long-ass breaks from this. And so there just needs to be change, and change is good. So hopefully, you know, this year will be better, and we stay consistent, and we stay good, and we don't let life troubles get in our way, and we make this a priority, and eventually it'll work out, and we can do this maybe for our lives.
That means we're going to stop censoring ourselves. If we say shit, we're going to say shit. We'll just bleep it out. But because normally when we talk, we have pretty good, like, interesting and like funny conversations, but we can't really say it because there's like shit that's behind it.
We're
and
bad
like,
people.
Yeah. There's like shit that's behind it, and we don't want to get canceled, but if we get fucking canceled,
so
pay $50 on Patreon to fucking
you can see the unedited
cancel
versions.
us for $50.
Correct, Nundo. But so yeah, things will get better and we'll be fine. But you know,
so the next time,
this is a good podcast.
So the way I see it, the next time you see another podcast, it'll be, oh yeah, that wouldn't make any sense. It would. Yeah, I'm dumb. My bad. Hey yo, my apologies. I fucked up.
I think you understand. I think you meant about like clips.
Yeah,
would be different perhaps. So yeah,
but now it doesn't make any sense because we want it all to be.
Yeah,
my bad. It's these night shifts, bro. They're really fucking with my brain.
Yeah, man. But
never mind. Hey, my bad.
It's fine. You're sheep.
What?
And that's the podcast. Thank you everyone for watching.
Moving forward, it's not going to be called the Sunny Days Podcast anymore. It's just going to be...
It's going to be something. Stay tuned. It's so creative, you won't even believe it.
You know what's funny? It literally took us like an hour and a half to just get the thumbnail. And now we're not even going to fucking use it because we're not going to be posting it on... We're not going to be posting it on...
think about that,
we're not going to be posting it on like Apple or Spotify anymore, so it's kind of a waste of time. But it's still a sick pic.
Maybe just for promo or some shit. I don't know. It's good just to have it, I guess. We should do a mixtape.
No.
Okay. Anyways.
Hopefully we'll see you next week.
No, we will. See you next week. Goodbye, folks.
Deuces.
Subscribe to the YouTube.
Oh yeah, we forgot to say that.
And all that. Who cares?